So time to get the senior two-stroke heavies underway. Lawrence Hooton and Alex Thomas will be on the front row of the grid for this one, with Andy Weaver and Dan Millward next up. Jamie Broderick and Charlie Pedlow on row 3 from Max Jackson and Nicky Davies, Paul McPherson, Mark Lambert, Scott Twizzleton and Mike Lennon. 12 drivers, they will battle away for position as they come down the main straight up towards turn 1. Ready, and that looks good to me. Avanti! And away we go to the first turn. Lawrence Hooton, perfect start. He's going to be joined in turn 1. That looked like a brave manoeuvre from Andy Weaver to try and take the lead last minute. Had to bail out of it and manages to hold on to second place. Just a little twitch on the grass there from Dan Millward. But he's now going to be right in the middle of the gaggle. Oh, and it's all got too close for comfort. Pedlow and Nicky Davies have both gone. Lambert and Twizzleton spinning to avoid. And Mike Lennon had to thread his way through the flotsam and jetsam. Incredible how he didn't get collected, to be honest.
Yeah, Mike Lennon did really well to thread the eye of the needle there and miss out on it. 4 didn't, though. Going down towards us, that's Lawrence Hooton. Race leader is the championship leader.
I'm fairly sure that's how Esteban Ocon won the Hungarian Grand Prix the other week. Oh, there's the move. Thomas diving his way through. So Alex Thomas into third position, gets past the 99 of Jamie Broderick. So a good overtaking move there into turn 1. And that will do very nicely indeed as he now sets off after Weaver in second place. But yeah, not easy for Mike Lennon to cope with that. And he has managed to give himself a very decent run here. He's in 8th position now as the famous 4, or infamous 4 I should say, and now recovering. They've all managed to get back on the road. In third position, still very tough between these two. Thomas and Broderick. Jackson is there in P5 in front of the 36 of Paul McPherson. And there is the battle for the drivers recovering. On the Haas chassis, that is the 17 Charlie Pedlow in front of Nicky Davies. Lawrence Hooton, though, out in front, and he has set a 36.67. He wants to just disappear out of the rest of the field and leave the rest of the drivers to squabble amongst themselves, and they are doing so. Thomas actually riding the curbs in his attempts to try and get past Weaver. That was very much a statement of intent from Alex Thomas, who is hustling Andy Weaver big style here. Weaver, who we already know has got plenty of gusto and determination. He almost managed to get the lead in turn 1 by planting it up the inside of the last minute. Had to bail out in the end, and that's a certain contributor as to why Hilton's got such a large lead. Second place, is he going to get there? Not quite, but there is going to be a challenge for 4th. Jackson tried to go for Broderick, but this is what we were talking about. It's so easy to get that move wrong into turn 3. You can just plough into the side of your opponent by locking the brakes. So he's, oh, there's a cart parked up at the side of the road there. Someone has just pulled off. Couldn't quite make out who that was. We'll have to try and pick it up a little bit later.
Great battles for 2nd and 3rd and 4th and 5th, Jake. We're going to see overtakes, are we? Yes, we are, down the inside, side by side.
This is why we were talking again. Turn 1 is such a hard overtaking spot. You cannot quite nail it if you are just half the way alongside. You've got to be absolutely 4 wheels alongside 4 wheels on the opponent's cart. So that is a very tricky situation. It's Millward actually who's pulled off. Dan Millward, who was the first one to drift wide in that manoeuvre. I wonder if the 2 or 3 carts that clattered into him as they went into the braking zone for that turn 3 on the first lap, I wonder if he's picked up some damage maybe.
Quite possibly, quite possibly. He's not carrying on anyway. He's out of the race. This is that battle for 2nd and 3rd. Spicy one it is too. You can see though, if you go for the move, as indeed Jackson did earlier, it cost him about 6-7 kart lengths, but he's right on the back of Broderick now.
Mistake from Weaver, he drifted wide. Now that is not going to be enough to lose the place, but it's certainly going to up the ante for Thomas, who is absolutely wrestling his kart over the curbs trying to find a gap. Don't even think about it, mate, says Weaver. This kart is staying in 2nd place. There's nothing you can do to shake me, but this is exactly what Thomas wants. He wants to get Weaver riled up.
It's staying in 2nd place for now, Jake. I think you needed to add to the end of that sentence, because there's no doubt Thomas is going by the first opportunity he gets. Here he goes.
On the inside line, drifts beside. Oh no, he's not been able to finish it. He
and
backed
look at
out of
that.
it.
It's cost him. Look at that again, like the earlier move, that's cost him, and here we go for 4th.
That is the move, that's how you get it done. Jackson waited a 2nd corner and manages to get the move on the inside line. That's the Guinness principle, ladies and gentlemen. Good things come to those who wait.
But Thomas has cost himself, what, 10 kart lengths in trying to go for the move? So it just shows you, if you go for the move and you don't get it, it's costing you time.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a real mistake made there by Alex Thomas, but he will charge forward and get back on terms with Weaver. But now he's going to have fewer and fewer chances to make it happen. There's McPherson and Lennon. That just shows you how big a save that was for Mike Lennon, because he is there in 7th position. He started this race from the back of the grid, and just by staying focused in that first couple of corners, just by pitching his way through the carnage, he's now got himself a chance of a top 6 finish here, as Jackson, now that he's been released by passing Broderick, is setting off after the 2 guys in front of him. Lennon is hustling McPherson down into turn 1 as well, so Lennon still has a chance to get past the man in front, as Alex Thomas, driving angry, the red mist has come down. He sets the fastest lap, 35.662, and there is definitely going to be another crack at the whip for Alex Thomas as he gets closer to Weaver again. In fact, I think he's already starting to hustle him in the second half of the lap here. McPherson still running well in front of Mike Lennon on the Tony kart. Running a little bit wide there, McPherson. That could be enough of an invitation for Lennon, who gets a much faster wide line on the inside. Goodness me, he almost lost the kart completely into the hairpin, but what a good catch from Mike Lennon. That was instinct. He realised the kart was swirling away and knew he had to do something drastic to catch it.
Great action for this 6th place battle. That's what we're on at the moment. The guys out front are doing their business, but this battle for 6 is raging. Here's another battle now.
Yeah, this is the one for 2nd. Come on, boys. Red corner versus blue corner. Ding, ding. Round 2. And this is going to be an interesting one as Thomas chucks it in to the apex, hoping to get a faster trajectory out of the final corner. Down the main straight, into 1. No overtaking move here. Keep the kart nice and planted. Back off the rumble strip. Into 2. Plenty of speed to carry. Surely he's going to get his chance here. The leader is getting past traffic, but Thomas is getting past 2nd. Is he? No, he can't quite commit to the inside apex still. He is really struggling to get the confidence to nail that inside apex on Weaver. Weaver drifting! Oh, that could have been the moment right there.
You can sell the frustration, can't you, from Thomas from here. Absolutely frustrated in his attempts to get by for 2nd place. You have to feel he's going to get by at some point, but he's not been able to do it, and we're into the last lap, Jake.
It's now or never. Weaver drifts wide. This could be it. They bang wheels once, twice, 3 times. Weaver's going to drift wide, cuts back across on Thomas. Bring it on, boys. This is a proper battle now. Get a good switchback maneuver, and Thomas is there. 2nd, runs out of road. Weaver on the grass, and he is absolutely livid. That wasn't racing, that was a boxing match.
Yeah, I think he's under investigation. He is. They're going to give him a 1-position penalty for gaining an unfair advantage.
I wouldn't worry, Weaver. You're obviously shaking your fist in sheer fury as Hooton takes the flag, but Thomas will cross the line 2nd, but that will be corrected afterwards. Weaver will get that 2nd place back on Alex Thomas. Don't worry, Andy, you don't need to take any rule books into your own hands there. Lawrence Hooton takes the win in the end. Andy Weaver does get the place back from Alex Thomas. Max Jackson is next up in a brilliant 4th place. Jamie Broderick from Mike Lennon and Paul McPherson. Charlie Pedlow, Mark Lambert and Nicky Davies. A brilliant race, and it sets us up nicely for a finale.